is a tough one. I have never had this kind of infestation. Since I've been caring for this long. I've got a curveball, and you know what? I'm gonna step up in the box and swing the bat. So we have identified what we're dealing with here. Right off the bat, I kind of knew that I was dealing with a woody plant sapling of some type. Didn't really know which one it was, didn't know what it was, so had to start doing some research. Started looking around, trying to figure out what it was. Eventually, I landed upon an easy button. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just try it out and see what happens. I went to the Picture This app, went on, downloaded it, got it, and took the picture, went through the process, and it identified the sapling as a black cherry plant. So I'm like, okay, black cherry. I don't have any black cherry trees in my lawn. Like, where'd this even come from? So I was thinking that potentially it came from the soil that I put down, because looking at the pattern, it was only in the areas of where I had placed soil a couple of years ago. So I was like, I guess that's where it came from. No, that wasn't quite it. So the next thing is I started seeing those same saplings up in my gravel area on the patio. So I'm like, okay, I know I didn't put soil in those areas. So next thing is, where can it come from? It's got to be coming from somewhere. And typically I would see one or two of these kind of saplings here and there at the beginning of the season, and then they would kind of go away after you continue to mow them. But that is not the case this year. This is an infestation. It's bad. So I started looking around, and the thing that I noticed, the concentration of them were in this far back corner of my property. So I'm like, that's where the heaviest concentration of them is. And then bingo, they're actually coming from my neighbor's black cherry tree. So they're blowing right across the property, the fence, and I mean the trees right there on the property line, and they're just falling and blowing right into the lawn. So that is where they're coming from. I was able to identify it. I also used the Picture This app to match the mature tree, and it matched directly to it. So that did give me comfort in knowing where it was coming from, what was going on. So now I can approach it with the right product, knowing the weed or the sapling that I'm looking to attack. So when it comes to dealing with woody weeds or woody plants, triclopyr is a great option for that. Triclopyr is also used in forest conservation. It's used in right-of-ways. This is definitely a product that is used for woody type scenarios and controlling brush. So that is what we're gonna go down with. And this is my man, Ray Ito. This is one of his favorite herbicides to go down with when he's dealing with cool season lawns. So, you know, we've got a Kentucky bluegrass and tall fescue mix back here. So we're cool season all day. Triclopyr it is. We're going down with it. Make sure we drop that surfactant in there, and we're gonna get this thing done. All right, let's get out here and get the spray. Okay, everyone, we are back. Now we are 14 days later out here in the yard, and we're gonna take a look at what this looks like after we've made this application. Yeah, yard is looking good. Think we've taken care of that issue that we were worried about. So as we look at it, this is the area that we looked at previously that had a full infestation in this area, and we are good and clean now. What you can see is that when you get in here close, they're dead. They're dying away. So as we continue to mow, these leaves will eventually fall off of the stem, and as you can see, they're dead as a doorknob. These will fall off, they'll disappear into the canopy, and we'll be good to go. And as you back up from it, you can't even tell that they're there. All right, so now that we've got that taken care of, I'm telling you, these saplings have been dead for probably since day 10. A couple of things to point out. You want to make sure that you are getting a proper application. With that being said, I did use a higher volume of water. I did want to make sure that I get a really good coverage across the saplings, as they are a woody type of plant. Also, make sure you are using your surfactant, and make sure that you are also applying during the proper temperatures. There are temperature ranges where this herbicide is most effective, so make sure you are doing that. And where can you find all of that information? In your label. So make sure you're reading your label. It'll give you all the information that you need to make sure that you're getting a proper application. So if you're striving to have those immaculate lawns or gardens, just know we working.